Ready. We are live. There's folks coming in. Oh, so
Hello, everybody.
Kelly and Brenda have commented. Looks like they commented early just telling us hey and that they'd see us soon. I'm tired.
Me too.
I have I've been trying my hand at trying to learn how to dye some yarn, and it is a process, a hard process. Hey Brenda, how are you? I'm doing good tonight. For
Howdy,
anybody that
Brenda.
don't know, this is Connie from Just Another Stitch.
Well, I'm familiar with Brenda and Kelly too.
Okay. Oh, I'm drinking some coffee, y'all, because I am tired. I took my son bowling last night, and I haven't been bowling in years, and I feel it today too. Boy, I'm so sore. Lord have mercy. When I first got up, I about couldn't walk.
Ouch. See, I want some coffee to warm me up. Believe it or not, I am cold.
Really? I can't believe you're cold as hot as it is. I
what
stay
it
so hot.
what it is we've been having issues with our air conditioner
Right.
and we have it running, but we're like scared to adjust it because the last time we adjusted it, it stopped working for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So we're scared that, we might be hot for a couple of days. So, but it rained today. So like the house is really staying cold.
Well, it's better be cold than hot, I reckon. Let's see. Brenda says she's doing well. Tired. Been working on 3 women's cardigans alternating. Wow. I work on blankets like that though. I got probably 10 blankets going. And there's Amy Long to crochet. How are
Hi,
you?
Amy.
Welcome in.
No,
And
I'm on a fall makes kick right now.
yeah, I try to catch your videos on stuff that you show and everything. Your projects is always so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
That peacock blanket or peacock shawl that you're doing, I mean,
Hmm.
uh, that is just gorgeous to me.
Thank you. I'm dropping my microphone. I have that
You're doing
knit.
that in knit, ain't you?
Yeah, this is a knitted shawl. I'll show it in just a minute.
Okay.
It's like you don't want to come like untangled here. Hold up.
What's everybody else working on right now?
It's like the yarn got wrapped on my needles.
Yeah,
Granted, I can't show it the best. I'm in the middle of a row.
right.
And let's see. I'm trying to see which is the right and wrong side. And I have a stitch marker somewhere on here. Okay, I see it now. Hmm. How am I going to do this? Like I said, I'm kind of like on the middle of the
Mm.
row, which makes it hard.
Oh yeah,
But
that
you
is
guys
just
want to
so
see like the
pretty to me.
peacock eyes?
Right? Yeah,
And actually, I'm upside down too. I'm uncoordinated today, y'all.
that's a pattern that you bought, right?
I purchased this one off of Ravelry.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's also hard to really show while it's on the needles.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
You're fine. Bless you. I'm doing this little hat right here that I'm trying to make. It's going to wind up supposed to be like a double knitted type hat. And I didn't think I was ever going to get away from those increase rows to start with, because it starts at the middle, and then I'm brand new to knitting. I just started. So these patterns is a they send me for a loop. Hey Anita, how are you? Welcome in.
Hi, Anita. It's coming along nicely. So is it actually doing the stitch to increase that you're having trouble with, or?
Well, I'm finally past on, but it was the make one right and make one left stitches. Those were hard, and I think that really what it was is because I'm a really, really tight crocheter. So I have to loosen my tension a lot with knitting. And I think I just had my stitches too tight. So it was hard to get it in there in between those to be able to pull up that stitch.
Now, probably Wednesday, I will be doing a tutorial on my channel for make one left and make one right.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that will help you too.
Yeah, maybe so. Because the increased stitches are a little confusing for me, because like when I'm watching a tutorial for it, I can do it, but then I forget like which way I'm supposed to go once I get back around to it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, usually anytime I have a pattern that calls for a make one, I have to kind of refresh my memory.
Mm-hmm. The easiest increase stitches that I have learned so far, believe it or not, was the left lift increase and the right lift increase. Now, those are pretty easy to me. And I'm doing those on a sweater that I started, but it's not in here. It's in the living room. And I'm on those rows now. I was hoping to be able to work on it while we were live tonight, but I wanted to be past the increase rows before, where I just was, doing the knitting in the round or whatever. Before, because I got to really be able to concentrate and not miss those increase rows, because you do an increase row and then you do an all knit row and then an increase row and an all knit row. So yeah.
And one thing too, when it comes to the make ones, if you do a make one left, it leans to the left. If you
Mm-hmm.
make one right, it leans to the right. Your stitches will start it leans.
Right. Kelly, it won't let me make a mod in while I'm in StreamYard. I'll have to make you one through YouTube after the live is over. I do have Nightbot now though. I don't know how I'm supposed to bring Nightbot up in here, but I am supposed to have Nightbot. Nightbot is one of my mods now, so I don't know how Nightbot really works though. Hey Michelle, welcome in. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Michelle.
Okay. And Anita had asked Brenda if she was using the same pattern for all 3 cardigans. Brenda said yes, it's her own creation. That's awesome. You're going to have to show us when you finish them, Brenda. We want to see.
Can you excuse me just 1 minute, Heather?
Yeah,
I'll
you're
be
fine.
right back.
Okay.
Let's see.
So how's everybody's week been? Mine's been very long. Rhonda, are you a part of the Facebook group? If you are, you can post them over there for everybody to see. Yeah, I know, Kelly. Man, like I said, I got the Nightbot, and I assigned mods after my last live, and let me look. Maybe it's because I did add you as a mod. I don't know why it's not showing you up, because I did. Let's see. What's the star for? Not one doesn't do anything for trolls. Okay. Um. Um. I guess it said add you to stream, so I guess I had that. Connie, do you know how to make people mods from StreamYard? I assigned Kelly last week after my live, and as a mod through my YouTube settings, but I don't know how to do it here.
Usually, you either have to go into YouTube to do it. And normally, what I do is I'll pull it up real quick and try to pause it so it don't, the audio don't carry through. It might like for a split second. And then you can add moderator from there. Or you could do it after the live, but usually if it's someone that doesn't have a channel, you won't be able to pull their name up. Like, it's usually just content creators that you can pull up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was able to add Kelly last week after my live on my YouTube settings. I added her as a mod, but she's not showing up as one in the chat or whatever. So I don't know what's going on there.
Because I know, like, sometimes if you do it after the fact, like people with YouTube channels, it'll let you add them. But if it's someone that doesn't, have content on their channel, then it usually won't let you add from there. You have to do it while you're live.
Let me see. Oh. Let me see. Okay. So
see, I would open YouTube real quick immediately, mute it.
I just Kelly, type something in the chat and see if it shows up as you a mod now. Okay, Michelle, sorry.
My sinuses are starting to act up really bad.
Mine have been giving me problems for the last few days. It's still not doing it. Because don't it supposed to show up in a different color?
It won't show in StreamYard.
It is showing her as a mod now on
but if you go to YouTube, it will show. Let me
see. Said you did it, so
let me try to pull my YouTube up real quick for the live and see what it shows. Y'all might hear a noise for just a second.
Yeah, she says she has a wrench now, so it worked.
Yeah, she shows blue when I open Yeah, she's a moderator.
Yeah. Awesome. Yay, I figured it out. You helped me. Thank you, Connie.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. Now you can drop links for us too, Kelly.
And another thing, like if you figure out Nightbot more, there's a command where you can have Nightbot automatically drop people's links if they type like, the word drop.
Drop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I have mine set up.
Yeah. Like I said, I went and done what, you know how when you first go search Nightbot or whatever, and it tells you to go to his YouTube channel or whatever, and all of that. I did all of that, but I did what it told me to do as far as adding him as the moderator on my channel and everything. And so I figured that would just, kind of like automatically put him in the chat or whatever when I was live, but I guess it don't. I don't
But
know.
I know like sometimes like when you do it after the fact in YouTube, you got to make sure their thing comes up. Because sometimes, I can't get certain things to come up.
Right.
And then I end up having to do it while I'm live.
Uh-huh. Huh.
But I tend not to, I don't really like to pull the YouTube up while I'm live because you usually get that second where you hear the the open window playing through.
Right. I don't know why mine didn't. I guess it's paused, but the chat is still showing up over here. So when I click over like that, is it still showing me here? When I click over,
I've still seen you the whole time.
Okay. See, I've always been scared too to pull anything up while I was live like that, to like click over to a different screen because of I was always scared that I was going like in the live or something. I'm not very fast at dropping. That's okay, Kelly. I don't think that you'll have to be worried about being very fast in the live drop anyway. You still got a little while. Oh, my coffee is so good.
Yeah, it's like I was fine all day and then I come live and now my allergies are acting up. I keep wanting to sneeze.
Right.
So please forgive me, y'all.
So I had some I love this cotton yarn, and last week on my live I had Spring on here, the fiber enthusiast, and we were talking about dyeing yarn. I had told her that I wanted to learn how to do it, and she had told me to just go to like Walmart and get one of those like mainstay versions or whatever of the 100% cotton and get some vinegar and some food coloring. So and then she told me how to do it and everything. So I was like I forgot that I don't use cotton very often at all, and so I forgot that I even had it in here. But instead of going to Walmart, because I had it in here where I had bought it probably on sale at Hobby Lobby or something, I was like, well, this is the same thing, I'll just try it, and so I went to the grocery store. I got me some white vinegar, some food coloring. I even got some Kool-Aid packets just in case. Because Kool-Aid and the food coloring, I think, pretty much do the same kind of dye or whatever. I had watched Crystal Bago Day, some of her dyeing videos that she had done. And so I was like, well, I'm going to try it out. Well, I didn't realize that, like, I had mixed some of the food colorings in my pot and heated it up and everything. And when I first put my yarn in there, it looked black. almost. I mean, it was that dark. I go to washing it out afterwards, and it's pink. I'm like, how in the world did it go from being that dark to this color? How you get that dark of a color and then it goes to that light? What? But now I did have one skein of some just regular wool. It wasn't super wash wool, so I was really careful with it so that I wouldn't felt it. But I tried it with some red food coloring, and it turned out really good. I was really proud of it. So it was really pretty. I'm gonna show them tomorrow, probably on my Monday podcast video when I make it. Um, like hang and everything. But I was really proud of the wool. The cotton turned out okay. They're just real light colors, and I like really dark colors, so it's okay. Let's see. My allergies are high mode. The neighbors next to me and behind me all mowed their lawn, and allergies kicking my behind. I hear you. My husband was cutting some grass yesterday too, and yeah. I think everybody's allergies are probably bad right now with all this crazy weather that we be getting. Have y'all had any rain?
It's been raining here pretty much every single day.
Yeah, here too, where I'm at.
And that does nothing but trigger my allergies.
Yeah. Kelly says, LOL, wow, maybe it's like some hair dye. Mine looked orange, but it did turn out purple. It must be. I think that it's something to do with it being cotton. Like the colors take better to like the wool
Certain things.
fibers or whatever. I've heard that cotton was harder to dye because, or like the animal fibers are easier. They take the color better, and then the protein, the what's it called? The plant fibers, they are harder or whatever. I don't know, but my allergies bad today too. Giving me a sinus headache. It's been raining off and on since last night. I can't believe it hasn't rained today. It's rained almost every single day for the past week.
I think it's been raining like every day for like the last 3 weeks here.
Really? We haven't been getting that much, but So what part of Louisiana are you in? I can't remember.
I live in central Louisiana in Eunice, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away from Lafayette. I'm originally from Houma, which is in South Louisiana.
Houma. I think, yeah, that's
It's like
close to the. Is it close to like the bayou and stuff?
Yeah, it's like south. I think it's southwest of New Orleans. It's either southwest or southeast.
Okay.
But yeah, it should be west. Yeah.
Only reason I know any parts of Louisiana is from the what's it called? Swamp people. The show Swamp People. And I think one of the little partnerships or whatever on there, I want to say that they're from Houma.
But you're still like in Houma, you're still about an hour before you reach like like Grand Isle, like the beach, where you hit the water.
Right. Hey, Yarny Cat, welcome in.
Hey, Patricia.
How are you tonight? Sun is racing today. Oh, I missed something. Okay. It has rained all day here, but not 15 miles from me. They are still racing at the dirt track. Ooh. All I've ever dyed are shirts, jeans, and my hair. I've dyed my hair quite often, but I have decided to stop dyeing my hair. It is killing it. We need rain here bad. My daughter's well went dry. Drought is terrible. Oh, Brenda, I'm sorry. You could sure have some of ours.
Yeah, you can have some of our rain. But the thing is like the rain helps cool things off.
Right?
But once it stops raining, then
It
the
just
humidity's back.
it just gets so muggy. Well, happy birthday to your son, Amy. Love your yarn wall. Thank you. I have a little bit of an obsession with Karen cakes.
But our cake yours are beautiful.
Oh God, I
They
love
so
them.
are.
I love them. Like I said, I have an obsession. These ain't even all of them. There's a shelf right here beside me to the left of me that full of them. I keep them hid so it don't look so bad.
I was at your house. Oh, you would find some of your cakes missing.
A lot of people say that. Let's see. We are in southern Indiana. Ooh, I've never been there. I've never been to Louisiana either, though. I'd love to go to Louisiana. I want to go to New Orleans bad, but I don't want to go during Mardi Gras. Like everybody mostly wants to go during Mardi Gras. I don't want to go during Mardi Gras. I want to go like off season.
And really, like the thing is that like New Orleans is too crazy for Mardi Gras. Now I found like in Homa's usually a pretty good for the parades. I mean, you still have some, you'd still get some of the crime,
Right.
but
I've just heard good things about the food.
oh yeah,
That's mostly why I want to go.
gumbo, jambalaya, etouffee, this,
Yep.
boudin.
I want to try it out. Did you see the new Karen cakes? Which ones? There's a few that's new. It's right across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. Okay. I ain't never been to Kentucky neither.
See, I don't think I've ever been to Kentucky. I went to Indiana briefly because I was stationed in Great Lakes, and my roommate was from Indiana. And like one weekend, I think we had like a 3-day weekend. We ended up like there was some type of festival going on where she was from, so we ended up going.
Amy says you have to do Mardi Gras once. I don't know. Maybe if I'd have done it maybe in my younger days, it would have been all right, but I don't know. I'm an
See,
old
in
soul.
my area now, to me, I'm like, this isn't Mardi Gras. They go
Right.
around riding horses.
Oh, that would be neat now. I mean,
Like I'm used to like the big floats and stuff,
right.
and like the parade here is mostly people on horses.
Yeah. That
Oh
would be sad. I just am not crazy about the crazy partying type stuff anymore. I
yeah,
used to like all that stuff, but I don't know. I don't care for all that no more.
but yeah, Mardi Gras Day we'll see horses go down our road.
I think that would be neat. I live on a highway, so you ain't seeing nothing but cars and big trucks go. Yarning Cat says I love gumbo and what is that? Boudin? Boudin?
Boudin.
Boudin? Okay. I had a stepmother who was Cajun. Oh, that's cool. close to Indianapolis.
We love our food.
Yeah, I love to eat. When me and my husband first got together, I had never tried sushi, never even thought to uh, even attempt to try sushi. And some of his family came for a visit, and lo and behold, they wanted to go to the sushi restaurant in Dothan. And I was like, I don't eat stuff like this. And he was like, they have regular food. They don't have just sushi. I was like, okay. So we went in there and ate, and I tried some of it. I tried I think it was like the California roll. And all that is just some like crab meat, avocado, and cucumber in the sushi roll. So it's not actually raw fish. And I liked it. And I'm still peculiar about which ones I eat. I ain't eating no for real raw fish, but I have decided that I like some of the sushi. So
Frank introduced me to sushi.
really,
But I'm very picky. Like I like the one like there's this one that's kind of like in this pocket thing, but it's mostly just like the rice type. But those are good. But now when you start getting into like the raw fish and some of the other stuff they put in them.
now one time I actually did. Me, my sister, and my son. We had went out to eat at one of the sushi restaurants in Dothan, or like they're a combination type restaurant because they have American food, sushi, they have Chinese, they have all kind of stuff. It's kind of like a buffet. And we went, and I had got some of the sushi, and I picked up one, and I didn't realize it, but it was for real raw fish. And I had done put that thing in my mouth and started chewing it, and I was like, and my sister looks at me and she's like, "You just ate raw fish, didn't you?" I was like, "Oh no, I did that on accident. That was not on purpose."
And then I think there was some green stuff that Frank had me try. I was like, "You're crazy, Frank."
Oh, that stuff is awful. It's gosh, what's that stuff called? I can't remember what it's called. My husband always tries to like fool people with it, but it will clear out your sinuses. Every time we go, he always gets a little bit of it and eats it so that it'll clear his sinuses up, he says.
Yes, wasabi. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's see. I don't know if I can. I didn't like the real sushi when I ate it. I eat the bones out of salmon and mackerel. Anyone else? No, can't say that I do. I don't eat salmon, and I've never had mackerel.
Now, one thing I actually do eat is sardines.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't like mustard, but I like them in the mustard sauce.
Huh.
Well, mustard, like, I can tolerate mustard on a sandwich, especially if I can drown it with ketchup. But I mean, I'm not a fan of mustard.
Mm. I like mustard, but I ain't eating no sardine now.
Yeah, my oldest brother got me into sardines. And it was funny. I saw this thing on my Facebook feed with mustard flavored chips. So I tagged my brother and I'm like, have you tried this? And he's like, no. I'm like, would you try it though? He's like, yep. I'm like, I knew it. He loves mustard.
Yarny Cat, I like sardines in the mustard or the hot sauce. I just don't know if I could bring myself to eat them.
The hot sauce I could do too, but I did prefer the mustard sauce.
Right. I make salmon patties, and my grandmother used to give me the bones. My husband makes me something that's like salmon patties, but instead of using salmon, he uses tuna because I like tuna. I love tuna. And it actually turns out that it's really good for me since my thyroid problems. Tuna's like good for people who have thyroid problems. So I eat a lot of tuna sandwiches. Kelly says she only eats the sardines and mustard sauce too. Amy says the princess mustard sauce is good. My boys call sushi fish bait. I can't believe all of y'all eat sardines like y'all do.
I'm a picky eater. That's what's so
Me
funny.
too. My mom and dad can't believe that I'll eat the sushi that I'll eat. But I finally did get my son to try some. We went to my favorite sushi restaurant in town, and I get what's called the Titanic roll up there, and it's actually a fried sushi, but it's got steak and shrimp and cream cheese in it. It is so good. Oh my goodness. And I had my son, he was like, "What's in that?" And I was like, "Shrimp, steak, and cream cheese." And he was like, "Let me try it." And he tried it and now he loves it.
Now, one thing, um, now like oysters. Now I'll eat them fried, but I would never eat them any other way.
Oh no, I
Well,
eat some raw oysters. I don't like them fried. I like them baked, but I eat them raw too.
now someone I knew made this soup with oysters, and
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, nope, nope, nope. And
Yeah.
everyone else was like telling me it's like I'm the same way. I only like oysters fried, but you got to try the soup. It's good. It's good. So I got brave, and guess what? Soup was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's good. Hey, so is Sawaro?
Saguaro.
I'm trying to pronounce it. She says she would like the recipe for tuna patties. Um, I will see if I can get my husband to come off of it because I don't know what he does.
Oh, and another dish too. I was never a fan of cabbage. And my stepmom made this cabbage casserole. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Well, guess what? I went for seconds like 3 times. It was
Yeah,
that good.
yeah. I like cabbage, but I like it. Now I don't know exactly what all people put in it and everything, but it's just boiled like on the stove top. I like it like that. Now a lot of people do like the fried cabbage and stuff. I don't really like it that way. I mostly only like it when it's boiled or whatever. Um, and then I put pepper sauce on it.
See,
I
the
love it.
casserole, it's done in the oven.
Yeah. Um, let's see. I think it's the hibachi restaurants and stuff that does the fried cabbage and stuff. Salutations. I haven't heard that in a long time. Salutations.
Greetings and salutations.
That's cool.
I used to have a tendency to always say that greetings and salutations, and people were always like, huh?
Yeah. My husband loves oysters fried. I've never been able to eat them. Eggs, real mayo, milk crackers, tuna or salmon or mackerel. Well, there you go. All right then. I never knew how he made them. I always just would tell him, "Hey, make me one of them tuna patties," and he'd make me one. But see, I like for him to melt a piece of cheese on the top of mine too. That is good. I
Crab
love cheese.
patties.
Yeah, I love cheese. I think it's from Charlotte's Web. She said salutations. She did. That's right. Yep. A lot of people have trouble with my last name. Yeah, is it mini year? Is that did I say that right? We kind of make
Yeah,
salmon.
I'm not sure if I pronounced her last name quite right.
I don't know if I do either.
Here,
Make patties and fry or bake. I fry mine in olive oil. Men ear. Okay. Well, that's simple enough.
or greetings, Earthlings, or fellow Earthlings.
Ain't nothing wrong with saying howdy now. I say howdy. We use olive oil too. I don't know what my husband uses. I don't know if he just uses like regular vegetable oil or olive oil is expensive. I have
Especially,
some in the cabinet, but I'm very sparinging with it because it's expensive.
especially if it's like pure olive oil.
Yeah. Or that extra virgin olive oil or whatever. Golly. One little bitty bottle at our grocery store is like $5 or $6. And I'm like, what? I can get a whole big old bottle of vegetable oil for $3.
Me and Frank were laughing today. He comes home, he had picked some stuff up from the store, and complaining how I spent like $70. And I'm like, yeah, back whenever like I first got on my own, what you bought probably would have been no more than $25.
Uh-huh.
And
Bye,
probably,
Brenda. Thanks for coming in.
bye,
Have a good
Brenda.
night.
And probably not more than $20.
Right. I know my husband's always asking me, how do you go to the grocery store and spend $30 and get all the stuff that you get? And I'm like, because I be looking for the sales. I get it at Aldi's, it's cheaper. We don't have an Aldi's here. I wish we did because a lot of people say that Aldi's stuff is cheaper.
The sad thing is, the best place for groceries in my town is Walmart.
Right. I hate going to Walmart.
Walmart.
Walmart is so crazy. I hate going to Walmart. And at my Walmart, you can't never find nobody working. If you need help with anything or you ready to check out or nothing.
And the only other grocery stores we have is Super One and Champont's.
The only grocery stores we really have are Walmart, Winn-Dixie, and Publix. That's
we
it.
we used to have Winn-Dixie, but it shut down.
Really? I think we had 4, and I think they shut 2 of ours down.
And then Super One took over Winn-Dixie's building.
I use the olive oil for Mom because she has high cholesterol, and olive oil gives you good cholesterol.
Now, the grocery store I miss, which most of y'all probably never heard of this store, Rouse's.
I have never heard of that.
It's based for like I think it started in Thibodaux, Louisiana. And Homa had a lot of Rouse's. And they have them like in the Lafayette area.
Right. No, we have another like small country type grocery store. It used to be called U Save. Then it changed to Food Depot. Now it is Grocery Outlet.
But it's like a Louisiana based grocery store.
Yeah. I shop all the sales. Me too. I got to be getting them sales. Stuff has gotten so expensive. Kelly says we have Walmart, Payless, is that Meijer, Target, and Ruler Foods. Well, we do have Target. I forget about Target, but it's all the way on the other side of town, and I don't go over that way much unless I'm going to Michael's. So I forget about Target. I don't shop at Target.
No Target here. Everything's in Lafayette.
Right. I've never heard of Ruler Foods. Payless is it like is that a grocery store? Or are you talking about like Payless like the shoe shop?
I want to say it is a grocery store too.
Really? I know we used to have a Payless shoe store, but they closed it down. Heather, I look for bargains, sales. I don't like Walmart, especially since most registers are self checkout. Yep, I know. That's what I mean. You have to, if you want to be able to check out at all, you got to go to a self checkout because you ain't going to find nobody working a register. We have Kroger. Is it Krog? What is it? Is it Kroger or Krog? I don't
I
know
think it's
how to
Kroger.
pronounce it. Save a Lot, JC, Walmart, Aldi's, and Target. We have a ruler too, but it's too far away. Target is expensive. That's why I don't shop there. They say it's supposed to be cheap or whatever, and there's these sales, and you get that Target red card or whatever, you save or whatever. No. Okay, Kroger. Okay. It's Kroger. I don't ever be knowing how to pronounce stuff. I be pronouncing stuff so wrong all the time. My son stays correcting me. In Kansas, they had a Piggly Wiggly. Oh, I forgot about Piggly Wiggly. We do got a Piggly Wiggly too.
You see, in my move, well, it used to be called Piggly Wiggly, but I think the person that was running the Wiggly turned it into his own grocery store. Called it.
Right.
It's now called like Lions Market, but everyone refers to it still as Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah. Well, that's just like the store in town that I was talking about that's now called Grocery Outlet. Uh Even when it changed over to Food Depot, I still called it USave because it was USave forever to me. And I still call it USave, and it's done got a new name now, the Grocery Outlet. So Walmart is going cashless, credit cards only. Does that mean that you can't purchase anything if you don't have a credit card? I'm pretty sure it's like just means like card period. Like debit card, credit card, EBT card, those other cards that they accept that are like the some sort of assistance card that people like on disability and stuff get. I don't My dad gets one. I don't remember what it's called though. Um I don't remember what it's called. It's health something, I think.
But
Um, I'm pretty sure it just means, just it's like hard period. But I think a lot of places are trying to like do away with cash, and that's so dumb. What's
I
wrong with cash?
agree because I know there was one time me and Frank ended up stopping at Walmart, and I don't think we had our debit card on us.
Right.
And I'm in the lane, and I'm like, I realize, hold up, I need the debit card.
Yeah.
So then they only have one line that you could pay cash with, and the line was like ridiculous. And it's like, I looked at Frank, I'm like, I'm not waiting in that long line. It's like they can forget this, So we left our stuff and left.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been places where, I would try to pay with cash somewhere, and they're like, we don't accept cash. Who don't pay cash? What's wrong with cash? Are you serious?
And
That
then
is just crazy to me.
like some of them will accept it, or like or some you have to use a debit card. So then it gets confusing, like, okay, am I at the right machine
Mm-hmm.
or the right self checkout?
Okay, Kelly said that she's on disability too. It's a debit MasterCard. Okay.
Um,
I guess she's talking about that card that I was talking about.
I think you froze up, Heather.
I did. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I might have did. You know what? My son's playing his game, so the internet is low.
And like one thing too, I find with Walmart, they want you to use the self checkouts with the little tiny, like area to put your stuff on.
I
And a
know.
lot, and a lot of times, like the one that actually do have the belt, a lot of times those aren't open, and
Or
then
they're tore up.
so it's like you have a buggy full of groceries, and you're just like seriously. Like a lot of times, Frank would go grab me another buggy.
Right, yeah.
So as I unload the buggy, I could put it in another buggy. And I'm like, if y'all want to do that, y'all need to keep buggies at the end of all the registers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my internet service is going bad. My husband's on the internet in there. My son's over here behind me on his game, and then I'm trying to do a live all at the same time. So the internet's trying to go in and out. We had Taco Bell a few days ago, a few days where you had to have exact change to order. See, that's so crazy to me. Back in the day, you would go somewhere and if you didn't have cash, they would be like, we don't take nothing but cash. Now they don't want you to use cash. What
But
what
one
is
thing
going
now,
on?
like with debit cards and stuff like that, it basically immediately takes the funds out. So
Right.
that's why they don't have a problem with plastic now.
Yeah. But then see, like some stores that we have, like convenience stores, if you don't have a minimum of like a $5 purchase, they won't swipe your card if
I
that's
wonder,
all you have. You have to get up to $5 to be able to even swipe your card.
I think Champont's is like that.
And that's bogus too. I mean, I realize that they have a fee every time they swap or whatever, that they have to pay
Hmm.
because I've had Square before, when I had my Avon stuff, I had the little Square so that people could pay with their debit card or credit card. So, and it charged like 60 cents a swipe or something like that, I think. And so I realized that, but I mean, it's really not that big of a deal, especially when you're a big old convenience store and you're making the kind of money that you're making, because I know how much traffic goes in and out of that store. You know what I mean? Yep, the government is doing this. They want a cashless society.
And that's why, like, the reason why they'll charge like extra fee to use a credit card over the phone is because
Right.
they get charged extra.
Yeah. But I mean, it's greedy is what it is.
It
It's
is.
just pure greedy because, like I said, I know how much business these places do, and you can't tell me that they ain't making enough money to cover them fees. You can't get quarters or other change from the banks due to a change shortage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kelly. There's still a change shortage. Maybe that's why folks is going cashless. I don't know. It's crazy. So, Connie, what other projects have you got going on now?
All right.
I was trying to catch some of your videos, but
Let me turn my green screen off so I can show this. Okay. This is the last shawl that I finished crocheting. Hopefully y'all can see it. I don't know. I think I'm too close.
I know which one it is.
Yeah, it's the one by Fiber Spider.
Oh, that's the one by Fiber Spider?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was this one. This is the Bird of the Night shawl or whatever by Bago Day. It's
Yeah, I did that.
The virus stitch shawl or whatever that she did. And these are yarn colors that I got from Popeye Guys or Popeye Yarns or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I did the Bird of the Night shawl. I also did the Post Virus shawl and the Love of My Life shawl.
I didn't do the Post Virus shawl or the Love of My Life shawl, but I did this. Oh crap! I just threw that one off the back of my chair. But I did this one here this Bag o' Day pattern too. This one is the bobbles ran through it or something like that. And then, but I did my edging with the bobbles instead of the picots. I'm not a huge fan of picots, so I decided to do the bobble edging instead. And I love this shawl. It's I use Karen Cake yarn, I think, for it, and I just love it. I know this is going to be warm when it finally does get cold. I'll probably be wearing this thing in here in my office a lot when it gets cold. I don't have central heat and air, so we have window units for air conditioners, and then like the little tower heaters or whatever for the heaters. And I the one that my son had in his room this past winter went out. So he had to have the one from in here. So I don't have one from in here unless I get me another one, and I ain't going to right now because it's too hot. I probably will if I get too awesomely cold, but if this keeps me warm enough without it, I may just not buy one.
Your shawl's beautiful.
Thank you. I love this one. This is my favorite, I think.
I see someone was asking about the name of that shawl. It's the Lapping Wave Shawl by Fiber Spider. Yeah. I had it written down in my calendar. For some reason I cannot remember the name of that one. I remember
Thank all of y'all. Hey Jeannie. Well, glad to have you. Hey Kay.
Hey Kay. I think Sororo's asking about the yarn I used. I used the ice yarn Picasso, and like their yarn don't actually have a name to it.
Right.
It kind of just lists the colors of the yarn typically, but it has like the green and the purple. But you'll know the yarn if you look up the Picasso yarn.
How often do you order from Ash Yarns?
I ordered one time from Gia with Yarn Nut.
Okay. I was going to say, I ordered one time from Ice Yarns.
I've never ordered directly from Ice Yarns. They're too expensive.
Ridiculous. Jeannie, if you're the one that I was just wearing, it's the bobbles ran through it. It's a Bag o' Day pattern. But yeah, I ordered, oh my God, shipping and everything. And, they say, you add your cost of your yarn and your cost of your shipping together and then divide it by the total amount of balls of yarn you got. But that just don't justify it for me.
And the thing is that to me, if you want ice yarn, usually Yarn Nut, they're way cheaper.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Gia started back taking orders yet.
Right.
Because I know she was transferring warehouses.
Uh-huh.
But
some of their yarn is really, really pretty.
I know.
I just can't see paying that kind of shipping to order it from from over there. And it took me like a month to get it when I did order it. And I was like, I don't want to wait that long.
Okay, Kelly's saying she has started taking orders again.
Okay.
He's really like, I do want to place an order with her down the road. On one of my upcoming yarn orders.
Right. I got to stop ordering. I've been ordering too much for like the past week or two. I got to stop ordering a little bit. I've been breaking the bank. I haven't ordered from there either, but I have the Wool Workshop and Little Knits. I love Little Knits. I love Knit Picks. And where's the other place? I do not really care for Darn Good Yarn. I ordered some stuff from there, and I don't know, the yarn smelled really funny when I got it. So
I haven't ordered from there.
I mean, I'm not saying it stinks to me, but I don't really like a lot of perfumes, and I have very sensitive, like allergies to stuff, like smells and stuff like that, like perfume smells. And that's what it smells like to me, is like the yarn or something has been sprayed with perfume. And so it stinks to me. But I mean, other people may not think that, you know what I'm saying? They may smell it, smell that smell and be like, oh, that smells good.
My go-to tends to be Hirschner's. I tend to order from it.
I've ordered from Hirschner's. I like Hirschner's.
And then Mary Maxim, I've ordered from some. One thing I love about Hirschner's, I find they have like really pretty yarn, and a lot of times they have good prices.
Right.
Where I find I tend to get more bang for my buck when I go through Hirschner's. Now I do want to eventually order from Hobie. One day I'll finally order from there.
I did. You talking about the Hobbii?
Yeah.
I say Hobie too. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that we were talking about the same place. Some people say hobby and some people say Hobie. So
yeah.
Yeah. So I ordered some yarn from there too, but I just got like the mystery bags or whatever that they were doing. And so I want to actually place an order for specific yarns from there to give it one more shot to see if I like the yarn that comes in. The ones that I got in the mystery bags were those like the Cotton King cakes or whatever. That's that really, really thin, like thready type yarn, and I can't use it. So I had to give it away. I gave it somebody in my birthday giveaway. I mean, it was beautiful yarn. Beautiful. But I can't use it. So I want to place an order for some regular yarn that I can use to see if I like it. Now I did have to wait a little while on my order. It took a good, I want to say about 3 weeks before I got it when I did place that order. I don't know if it was because it was the mystery bags or what, but
see, I really want to try the Cotton Kings and the Universe. The sparkly. I love the sparkles.
I love sparkles too.
But I'm kind of like, I'm probably gonna try to hopefully catch the Black Friday sale, because that's usually when they offer the best deals.
Right.
So that's what I'm aiming towards.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on I ordered some yarn. Let me see. I'm waiting on, I ordered some yarn from, some hand-dyed yarn from a company that I have found on Instagram, The Wicked Knitter. And I ordered from Webs. I hadn't got that order in yet. I'm waiting on it. And then I ordered some from a place on Etsy that's called Wild Poppy Yarns. And
Ooh.
I'm waiting to get it in. I don't know. I am just like hooked on hand dyed yarns right now. I got a bunch when they went on sale at Hobby Lobby during their clearance sales, and I caked them all up last night. And some of the bulky ones, the it says 5 bulky on the tag, but they're really more like a thick 4. They're not really a whole 5, I don't think. So I plan on trying to see, can I just make some hats out of them? Because what I want to do is I want to make up as many hats as I can before it does turn cold. And I want to start keeping them in my car because when I am in town, normally during the cold weather, I always see homeless people out, and they'll be so cold and stuff. And if I have them in my car, I can just give it out. And so I want to do that. I miss so much of the chat. Oh,
Me, I'm on a fall kick right now. I've started my fall makes.
Yarny Cat, I was trying to dye my own yarn today. My hands are dyed. Y'all see that? Can y'all see it? I did not wear gloves. Cotton from Crochet and Agreement, the old doe color. Ooh. See, I'm not real big on cotton yarn. I very rarely ever use cotton yarn.
I have the Grainy D yarn from Melissa.
Is that what Crochet and Agreement is?
Yeah.
Okay. I had ordered some of Angela's yarn from My Precious Yarnery, and it is beautiful.
Ooh.
She did a good job on it.
You know what? I want a yarn named after me.
You know what? All you gotta do is place a special order from Angela, and she will name it after you. That's what she told me, because I was going. I'm planning on trying to order some, special, do a special order with her. And she told me, just to get with her about it and everything, and I could choose my colorways the way I wanted it and stuff. And she she said that when she has a custom order like that, she names the yarn after the person. So
Ooh, cool.
there you go. I made a pumpkin. The video's on my channel. Comfy cotton yarn from Lion Brand. So I'm not even real big on like cotton blend yarn. I don't know why. I don't know. I like wool. Wool is probably my favorite. I like wool and wool blends. And then I use a lot of acrylic. So acrylic and wool are probably like they're probably like tied. I love those two the best. I don't know how y'all remember everybody's names. I can't remember everybody's names.
Some of it's because they people come around your lives often.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I try to make a point of remembering names. Now, sometimes I do have to ask a few times before I get it down.
Right.
The more someone comes around my lives, the name sticks better. Where
Right.
sometimes I'll see where like they'll come around and then they stop coming around and then they pop up and it's just like, oh, what's your name?
Yeah. Kelly, I am too, except I try not to dry any of my stuff, even if you can. I will wash it in the washer machine and then hang it up still for it to dry. Because I don't know, the dryer just makes the yarn look peely or something. to me. Superwash merino can be washed. Yep. I love superwash too.
Oh, another thing too, on sometimes how I remember names. Sometimes I'll think of something that helps make me remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, Yorny Cat Crochet.
Uh-huh.
Um, well, Crystal with the Yorny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, she calls her viewers Yorny Cats. Her grandmother's name is Patricia. So that's how I remember Yorny Cat Crochet's name is Patricia.
The homeless here don't want hats out of wool because of the care needed. Our shelter here can't take anything they can't wash and dry, so it can kill bugs. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. Huh. And this is superwash merino wool. Well, this is superwash, so it can be washed and dried. So these hats would work. Okay. Yeah, I need to keep an eye on that. I'm glad you mentioned that, Amy. That way I can keep an eye on exactly what I use so that I can make sure it can be washed and dried. Kelly said her family's too lazy to hand wash anything. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really, prefer to hand wash anything. Like I said, I'll throw it in the washing machine and then hang it up to dry. But I don't really want to have to wash it by hand if I don't have to.
A lot of times, whenever I would have, like shirts that say hand wash, I would put them on like the most delicate cycle in the washer and then just
Right.
hang dry them.
Yeah. Whew. This coffee ain't working. I don't think it does work for me anymore. I'm immune to coffee. I don't think of it either until I donate it right. Yep. So is your peacock shawl the only knit project you have going on, or
And my temperature blanket, which is a year long project.
right? Um, are you using what kind of stitch pattern are you using for your temperature blanket? Are you doing
Um,
like just like a straight knit or
it's a chevron. It's a chevron stitch. And
oh
I share the link in my videos. Um, whenever I show my temperature blanket, but it's probably been about a month since I've shown it. So, um, you might have to go back a little bit.
okay. I'm doing one too, but I'm doing mine in Tunisian crochet. My
And what are
temperature,
you doing yours in?
I'm doing my temperature blanket in Tunisian crochet.
See, next year I want to do mine in Tunisian.
I love it. Um, Tony Lipsy over at Teal Yarn Crafts, she did one in Tunisian crochet, and she did it. She's got like the whole thing. She does all the math for it and everything so that it's not too big, completely huge and everything. But she like I said, she did all the math out for it and everything. She's got her pattern that she used for it and everything over on her website or whatever, and it's a free pattern. Um, but it's like 5 panels and it's join as you go. It's awesome. I love it.
Can you share the information for that pattern in an email after the live?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll I'll figure out how to copy the link or whatever and then send it over there to you. Cause I might can just like copy the link from her YouTube video where she talks about it and everything, and then you can click it, and then in her video you can go from her video over to her website where it shows the pattern and everything.
I think it was on Ravelry that I had found a Tunisian pattern that I was planning to use.
Right.
But if I could find something I like better,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it won't hurt to take a look at it anyway. Some people are allergic to wool, but I love it. Yeah. I don't think about that either, about people having allergies to wool. So I guess I'll just have to ask people, hey, are you allergic to wool? Keep it in a separate pile. So it makes it look better when hang to dry. To me, it does. Like I said, when you dry it, to me, especially if it's like acrylic or like even the superwash wool, to me it looks like it already starts peeling if you dry it. But if you hang it up, it don't do it. I have a scrap gan going right now. I'm probably going to start me another one because I got scraps growing over here. I've already made two, but when I do my scrap gans, I just do the half double crochet. I hold two colors together, and I do half double crochets and row back and forth, and that's how I do my scrap gans. Oh, and my temperature blanket too, I'm doing from the year that I was born. I forgot to say that. I'm doing it from the year that I was born. I'm not doing it from like the current year.
yeah,
Because
I
I
do
can't
the
keep
same.
up with that. I've tried 2 years in a row and I get behind with that. I saw somebody do a temperature scarf so you didn't get burned out. That might be okay.
I think I'm like close to 3 weeks. I think behind on my temperature blanket right now. I need to catch up.
The one that I started last year, I got January, February, I think maybe March. I can't remember if I got all of March done or not. And then I think I got like maybe some of April because I was doing just like the granny squares for a continuous month granny square. And yeah, Tony is where I learned a lot of Tunisian stitches. I love Tunisian crochet. I love Tunisian crochet too. I seriously believe that if it hadn't been for Tunisian crochet, I probably would not have been able to learn how to knit.
See, I haven't learned Tunisian yet. It's on my to-do list, but I know, like, when it comes to the temperature blanket, I'd have to force myself to at least know what I need to for that blanket. So,
Yeah. Tunisian and um Tunisian crochet and knitting is a lot alike, except you're just still only using the one hook. But and then you have these kind of
yeah,
the camera.
I have my hooks.
You have them. Well, they have the ones with the long cords on them, like knitting ones too. Um, and I bought a set of those from Amazon, just one of the cheaper sets of the bamboo,
Mm.
and they're really good.
Now,
Um,
one thing I was wondering, okay, like the ones that don't have the cord, are they really big enough for a blanket?
just like these.
You're frozen on me.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
like these. No, these you can do like squares with, or like headband, like the ear warmers and stuff. But if you're doing like a full size blanket, these are not long enough.
See, I wondered about that
Mm-mm. You need the
because
ones with the cord to do a blanket with, or even a shawl.
I know with knitting,
Mm-hmm.
anytime I make a blanket, I use, the
The cord.
one with the cord.
Yeah. Hey, Carol, welcome in. Says there's a new lady trying to start her hand dyed yarn business. Takes special orders. Check her out. Furious in Stitches. She's doing a great job and she's nearly blind and needs the support. Oh, okay. Let me write that down. I will check it out because I am loving me some hand-dyed yarn. Now, Carol, is she on YouTube or is that a website? Okay, I need some advice. I was babysitting and the child is potty training. The child urinated on my yarn. Is there a way to remove the urine? I believe the yarn is Red Heart Christmas yarn. Are you still working on the project? I know I saw somewhere that if you have just like a skein of yarn and it's like dirty or something, that you can put it inside of a sock. You can wash it and then put it inside of a sock and put it in the dryer and it won't get all tangled up.
And I want to say, I think it's hydrogen peroxide that helps get the urine out too.
Okay. That won't take the color out of it?
I don't know.
I've started doing Tunisian tutorials on my channel too.
Let me see what I can find out.
Kelly said that she would soak it in vinegar.
That may be what. Maybe vinegar. Yeah. For what I'm seeing, they seem to be saying vinegar and water.
Vinegar and water.
Especially out of wool.
Kelly says that's why she likes Tunisian, because you're still getting crocheting, but you're still crocheting, but you get knit stitches. Yeah, that's why I liked it too.
I keep hitting the wrong keys on my keyboard. My microphone's in my way.
I agree, Kelly. Elaine is much easier than Saguaro or whatever. I don't think I'm still not pronouncing that right. I just can't get enough hand-dyed yarn. Me either. I love hand-dyed. She's on YouTube. Not sure about Facebook. Okay. She said it's a blanket for the child's mother. So she is working on the project.
It looks like vinegar is your best bet.
Yeah. Kelly said vinegar kills the bacteria that causes the odor.
So I knew there was something that was supposed to be good, but I was like, is it hydrogen peroxide?
I don't know. I know peroxide will take blood out of clothes and stuff.
Yeah. I may have been mixing them up.
I thought of finishing the blanket and then wash it in wool light. I don't know. I had coffee spill project that I was making one time, and rather than trying to wash the yarn, I just finished it and then washed it afterwards. But that was coffee. I mean, it wasn't urine. So I don't know. I don't know if I would have been able to finish it if it was urine or not. I'd probably had to wash that.
Because I find like you got a question, I hit Google.
Right. Bye, Patricia. Thanks for coming.
Have a good day.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
You're used to doing your lives during the day, huh?
Yeah. Even still, I still get, confused.
Yeah. Well, a lot of yours are during the day, though, aren't they?
What was that?
I said a lot of your lives are during the day, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, now it's 11:30 for two of my lives, and one's at 12:30.
Okay.
No, I used to go live Wednesday evenings. I used to do a live at 7 on Wednesdays.
There's a lot of, I was gonna do like a live video on Wednesday nights, but there's so many people that go live on Wednesday nights already. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do my Sundays.
Yeah, because what happened was my initial schedule was Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Then I added the Thursday live, but 4 lives a week was too much. So I was like, I'm cutting it back to 3. And I
Yeah.
did a poll, and most people said, that Thursday was best for them.
Yeah. Kelly says that's why she keeps missing Connie's lives because I'm stuck on third shift schedule. I understand that. I have to work during the day. I try to catch them some when, I'm not doing anything or when I'm just crocheting at work or something, but I can't catch them all.
And that was one thing sometimes I kind of liked about having the evening live. It
Mm-hmm.
gave better time slots, like for those that can't make a certain time.
Yeah. I've been trying to, kind of get a schedule to my channel. I was off YouTube for a while because of my health issues, but I'm trying to do Sunday night lives every Sunday night at 7 and then do my Monday podcast video. Um on Wednesdays, talk about my whips and finished objects, and then my Thursday tutorials. So, and that's enough for me right now because that's a lot for me.
And it's like I don't like going too early too live because I want to make sure that I have like everything, prepared for my live. And it's really Thursdays. I've moved the time now 3 times. It
Uh,
started off at 9, then 10:30. Now it's 11:30.
yeah.
But the last change was Frank's home health care schedule.
Is he doing better?
Well, his legs are a lot better than whenever he started it. Um, it's it's a case where they got to kind of keep their eye on it
Right.
because at times it will like act up and get worse.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a lot better than what it used to be, but they said that he's going to have this trouble with his leg wounds for the rest of his life.
Mm, God, I hate that. Does it cause him to have any problems walking and stuff?
Yeah, so because sometimes it's like, it kind of seems like his leg or his ankle wants to give out on him. Um and, because he'll get buildup with fluid in his leg, and you know it's one of those weird things because like there's some aspects the surgery helped his legs,
Right.
and then some aspects it didn't.
Right. Does he
And
have a lot of pain with it and everything too?
he don't really have pain with it. But like at times it seems like it wants to try to start getting infected again, and um
A constant battle then, huh? Yeah. Mm. Dang, I hate that. Whew. The name was given to me. My mobility device is green and I turn red when I'm out in the sun, but normally I'm white. The saguaro cactus is green, the flowers are white, and the fruit is red. Oh, okay, I get it. She's talking about her name. Okay. Sunday at 7, Joe Garden's State Gardener does Sunday Fun Day where you can get on his wheel to win prizes. That's why I've missed your Sunday lives. A lot of people go there. Maybe I need to move my time up to like 6 or something then.
yeah, because I know like I didn't realize but like how the time I now go live on Thursdays, V's live at the same time as me, and I'm like, but it's like you know, you're gonna always overlap with somebody.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's impossible to not overlap, especially when, people decide to do like surprise lives and stuff.
Hmm.
Just like pop in. I mean, it's hard to, really know who's going to be live when.
But one
Yeah.
thing I find a lot of times, like, you have a slower day on your live. A lot of times, most people seem like they catch the replay.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
because I know, like, this my last, like, what, Saturday, it was slower for me, and it was just
Right.
like, you're like, where's everybody? But I'm
Hmm.
like, but I basically knew a lot of them would watch the replay, and
Yeah.
some days are slower than others.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't mind that I don't have just like hundreds of people on here and everything, because I like to be able to see what people are saying in the chat. And I know that if I had a bunch of people on here, I would miss a lot of stuff, you know. And with his, so I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, because sometimes, it is hard to keep up with the chat when you
Yeah.
have.
I mean, I, I've been in, like Bag of Days lives, or, the
There's
really big
no.
channels and stuff, where there's like 400 and 500 people come to their lives at one time. And I mean, you can't, there's no sense in even trying to chat, because they're going to miss it. I mean, they're going to miss it.
One thing I've kind of learned, like with Bagwell Day, but I mean, it, sometimes it works for her to read one of your comments out loud, but you don't always get the right timing. But you
Right.
kind of wait for her, like where she seems like she's about to, pause what she's, get off,
Yeah.
and you type a comment,
But you got to be able to type fast for it.
or you kind of have it already typed up.
Right. Yeah.
And an emoji, having an emoji sometimes helps because it kind
Yeah.
of makes it stand out more.
Uh
But
huh.
I have been shocked though, because I mean, she has, like, read my comment a few times, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah. The last live that I went to, that I was able to catch of hers, she actually read one of mine too. And I was like, oh my God. I can't believe it. Yeah, Kelly, it is nice being able to chat. That's what I love about comments, like on my videos and stuff. If, somebody, like, wants to ask me something or tell me something or anything like that, I like when they comment on my videos and stuff, because then you know, I can comment back. I can, converse. I
I
love
love the
that.
interaction.
Yeah. I picked the live that would have more information or more interest. Well, I don't know about information or interesting, but my lives are just to be able to get together with friends and talk. Nothing specific, just whatever comes up comes to the live. OMG, Bot has crazy lives, so many people and so fast. She says to capitalize and put emojis so she'll notice. Yeah. That's what I did. I capitalized the whole thing.
You know what's funny though? She's actually popped up in the chat twice on my lives. I
Really?
was like, yes. It was
That's
like
awesome.
I think it was last 4th of July that
Huh.
she popped up. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And
Right.
I'm trying to keep my cool. And
I know she's like famous on YouTube.
then I think my next live she popped up again, and I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, that's cool. I had bought one of her mystery boxes one time, that when she had put them up on her Etsy shop, and they go so fast they're hard to get. And I just happened to be like on YouTube when she posted that she was putting them over there. So I was able to go like right then and get one, right? So when it came in, I unboxed it on a video, like, or or whatever, and she commented on my video. I was like, oh my gosh, I got too excited.
And one time, Bago Day, shouted me out on her community page.
Really?
That's how I got to 1K.
Wow, that's awesome.
I
Yeah.
still have I still have the I took a picture of it.
I probably would have too. Like screenshot.
I'm noticing that Sororo was asking about if Frank gets ulcers on his legs. Yeah, he gets them on his legs.
Mm. Oof. And I get ulcers in my stomach because I take a lot of goody powders. Goody powders are like my candy. So, oof.
But yeah,
That's bad. But yeah, I'm still trying to get to my 500 so that I can get my community tab. I've got like 10 or 12 more people I got to get, and I'll be at 500. Almost there. Still working on it.
But yeah, like Frank's legs, like they're always wrapped.
Yeah, I would think that think that they would have to be.
And like what
stuff getting in anything or anything.
I can't think of the name of Unaboot. That's it. The type of wrap they do.
You're freezing up too.
Oopsie.
I don't know if it's my internet connection. I mean, I've got like the little what's the thing? You know what I'm talking about? Like the wireless bar thing on mine up top, and it's showing like low service or whatever, low signal or whatever.
That's probably it.
But we can go ahead and start wrapping this up.
Okie dokie.
We've been on for a little over an hour and a half, so and with signal being so bad tonight. Let's see. Heather, Amy had to leave chat suddenly. Her sweet fur baby just passed. Oh no. She had a seizure and died. Oh my gosh.
Poor fur baby.
13 years. Can everyone say a prayer, please? Yes, we will. Gosh, man. I know I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, and I swear if something happened to them, I'd probably go crazy. I love watching your videos when you do cat news. And if I'm watching it in the living room, because sometimes I'll watch YouTube on the TV in there, and I'm watching one of your videos and my cats are in there with me or something, and you do the cat news, and that part where you do the meow meow, and then golly, I think mine are climbing my bookshelves in there, but I just heard banging on the wall. But when they're the part where the cats are meowing before you actually go into it, they'll start like looking around like, where's that coming from?
And that's a sound effect. That's not my cats meowing.
Right.
But I found it and I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that is. It's cool. And I love to watch them. When I know it's coming, I'll start watching them to see if they're going to do it, because they will. Most every time they'll start looking around like, we don't know that meow. Where's that coming from?
And you never know whenever one of them will pop up in one of my videos.
Right. I've had mine sneak in here and, be in here while I'm doing a video or something. And I think I've even had some on my lives before. in here, and they'll be like walking around behind me or something. And then one of them, I think, actually even got up here on my computer and stuff one time. I know what he's going through. I get them on my legs and feet. I'll keep him in my prayers. I'm waiting for vein surgery. Oof. I'm going to keep all y'all in my prayers. Oof.
Yeah, Frank had to have the vein surgery.
Yeah. Well, Amy, if you come back and you hear this or see this, I am very sorry about your fur baby, and you will be in my prayers.
I'll keep you in my prayers.
And Elaine, I'll keep you in my prayers as well. I can't see anyway, crying and can't see with glasses. Did I say she's her dog and she just lost her other doggy not long ago? So sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, y'all, tell Kelly, if you talk to Amy and she doesn't see the rest of this, tell her we're going to be praying and we're very sorry for her loss. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. Thank everybody for coming. I've enjoyed it, and very glad that y'all were able to come in and chat with us tonight. Sorry that ended with bad news. That's sad. I'm going to go. Y'all take care. Much love and hugs to all. Thank you, Heather and Connie. It was nice hanging out with you. Thank you, Kelly. Y'all try to have a good night. All right. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.